Now, they have had the luxury, again, of not playing the open, so there's been a little bit more time to think about it. But they will not be going for the punish. So it will be Ancient. It will be a map we've seen a lot of from Liquid. It will be a map we've seen a lot of from Boss. And we are going to go live into the server. So enough of us waffling about. It's more a time to see what the players waffle about in the server as the pistol round goes.
Alrighty. Well, let's see what Boss can do again on this pistol round. They have one thing going for them, and it's 2-0 on pistols. They have not been defeated. So, and that's thanks to Cryptic's 3K when they were on the CT side and Freshie's 3K on the T side. So perhaps one of those two will again show their stuff here against a Liquid squad that has been stymied, at least on pistols against them. It's something, like I said. Here they come. Skulls gets one, traded by Darty, and Boss have found a lot of ground here. Cadian misses one shot, but gets two right back. Looking for the third now. Finally goes down.
Bomb's down.
But he's given his team the advantage, and the bomb's been dropped.
Not ideal. Cynic pushed back as well. Brett trying to come into this. But this is going to be a tough ask. You ceded control to the CTs for this round. Yekindar is even holding very positive. Okay, something's messy with the mini map, so we're not going to worry about that. But they'll eventually get through. Cynic coming in. Kill will be on. I'm a little confused about why. I guess that twistzz, who's 7 on the minimap?
I think so. Yeah, that's weird.
Huh? Is Darty 1?
I don't know.
Or am I just really misreading the 1?
Well, we'll have to see once they move around a little bit. But I saw the 7 as well, unless
All
it
right.
was really weird.
An interesting one. Minimap, having a little revenge.
It's okay now.
It's perfectly fine now. It's perfectly fixed. We're all good. Everything is as it should be. There might have been a disconnect, reconnect during the pistol, which sometimes does make the numbers a little bit crazy. But the end result is the same, which is that Liquid are very comfortable in that pistol round.
And I mean, Cadian, there was a mistake made, and that's when you have to capitalize. When he misses that shot and goes back around cover, Boss has to get the immediate frag. And I'd say Cadian was in a worse position than they were, but they just couldn't close in on him. And he hits 2 perfect headshots, which also helps his case. twistzz now waiting aggressively. Look how far up he is, the amount of control he's got in this anti-eco. And then through the smoke connects on the Cynic and almost finishes him off. The bullet just barely going wide. And Naf, look, I mean, they're right in the face of Boss. They want to give them nothing here.
Cheeky for Naf. Oh, he spots the shadow. He knows he's got it. The reload, not the right time, Naf. Not the right time. Everybody's here. So there could be a chance. There could be an opportunity. Yekindar's not interested in allowing it, though, and he's got a teammate to give him cover. Give him shelter. Couple casualties, but that's it.
Okay, I'd say
3 players lived through. All right, what do you have to say, John?
Liquid's going to need to be careful because that was more of, that looked like a little bit of overconfidence boiling over here, going for that aggressive play from Naf, getting one, jumping on top of the box, reloading afterwards. Little mistakes start to get made if you get too overconfident and you're Liquid. So right there, yes, they only lose 2. It could have been cleaner. And, you know, they weren't punished as much as they could have been. But still, they need to be careful. Don't get over-aggressive. Don't make those mistakes that don't make unforced errors, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, the confidence flowing from Anubis, right? But you don't want to get too frisky with it. Speaking of which, I mean, that's a more acceptable aggro peak, but without the smoke behind it, yeah, there's definitely some risk there, and they will be punished for it. Now pressure on towards the B site. Naf going to be besieged. As I say that, though, Boss have pulled all of this rotation. All of this presence. And they still got a lot of options in towards mid. They might be reading this perfectly. Util gonna try and keep the Liquid players here. It's a bit of a gamble out from Liquid. But do they catch the window peak? Ooh, no, just missed. Just missed. This is gonna get real weird. Timing is everything here. Liquid's on the chase. Liquid's reading this. The question is just, do they get around in time? The flank's going to be caught. Brett is going to be a dead man, and indeed he is, so the numbers are evened up, and twistzz is back into the fray. twistzz finds the space, looking for more. He's got it on the lineup. No. He sets up the TK. Oh, no. Cynic had him dead to rights, but he took a teammate along with him. And now it's falling apart for Boss. The pressure's on. The Molotov missing. The bomb's getting planted, but Skulls has worked his way all the way around the world, and he will take the first piece off the board. It's all on the Cynic now. Spot known. Skulls with the execution. And Liquid looking like they were just going to full gamble stack that, but the recovery found in the nick of time.
That is such a big play from twistzz, right? He only gets one, but he effectively got 2 frags there because the players were lined up and the TK comes through so well done, and it set up that flank from Skulls because Boss was so concerned with everything happening in front of them, they completely forgot to leave a player watching the back, and that's when Skulls strikes. So 3-0 for Liquid. I thought Boss had a chance in that round to really pull off an important round victory, but they won't get it. They come back here. It's going to be Galil's pretty much across the board, aside from Cynic with the AK. And they do have a good amount of utility, so another chance for them to come through here with a round victory. But Liquid are starting to stymie them in such a significant way. And that early aggression we saw appears to have just been on the anti-ecos. Now they have settled themselves down. And I say that, but of course, aggression is important in towards mid on Ancient, just they were going way too far.
They like the aggressive hold outside of B main. They like the smokes into elbow, smokes into door, take the space, take the ground. It's a lot of what they've been playing with. But this time, it seems like A instead is going to be under siege. Skulls on a bit of an island. Although, as I say that, look at Cadian on this flank. Oh, how cheeky are they going to get with this? How cheeky are they going to get? Skulls has one more flash main. Doesn't have any more stall out utility. A molly would go a long way here. Darty's making a play through the door. Darty caught. They're going to realize nothing's going on here. twistzz is going to flank out this player in spawn. So now they've got all the numbers. Question is just what can Skulls do on the site? He gets one. He lives? Flashbang? No. He'll get run down. He's done enough, though, is the thing. Because his teammates have just eliminated so many bodies around the map. Freshie, though, taking the initiative. Knowing that they could not make this post plan work in a 2v4. Goes forth and fries. And now Naf is under siege. Flashbang stalling them out, but Brett's got the kill, but the bomb is lost.
Oh,
they could have just left. They could have gone towards B, but Freshie sticks around. And now Brett's chasing shadows. And he's walking right into the crosshair of Yekindar. These rounds are getting frisky, but ultimately, Liquid prevail.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid again, I mean, when you try to go for that aggressive setup with 3 players outside of B main, right, and outside those B double doors, then you sacrifice so much positioning on the A site, and you have a lot of faith in Skulls to hold the fort. And yes, he does get one, but 2 players find a way past, and then Cadian gets completely clotheslined, trying to come back in into Donut. So afterwards, I thought maybe Brett would be able to do something more. He actually does, but his teammate goes down, and they weren't fully committed to that rotation to the B site with the bomb, and ultimately that's what costs them. And I mean, it just looks like there's a few situations where nerves are kind of getting to them.
Perhaps. I mean, we spoke about it before, right? They have not matched up against this Liquid roster despite playing in a couple of the qualifiers on the other side from them. But, you know, for a team like Boss, for a relatively young, relatively inexperienced team, the first time you're up against Yekindar or a Cadian or a twistzz,
It's pretty insane.
It can be a little nervy, man. I mean, these are players that you've watched and looked up to through your time. And now you're trying to rip their head from their shoulders, and sometimes that moment can get to you.
Of course.
See if the Boss can settle down. It's not an auspicious start for sure, but they've been able to string together another bye. Seems like our aggressive fight's going to be outside of B. Smoke onto the doors will delay this. Do they want to try and go through? Do they want to risk it? Naf just gets it on the spam. Playing close to the doors.
Jeez,
going
man,
through would be ambitious.
Every round he's hugged those doors.
I think in this moment as well, it was maneuvering in case a Molotov came in while he was flashed, right? Trying to avoid that potential risk. So it's a savvy bit of play, but now look at how much map control Liquid have, right? They've got twistzz looking in towards mid and elbow. They got all this control outside of B. They got all this ground. When this smoke fades, Yekindar is going to see that there is no one here. Or is he going to have a chance of a fight? Ooh, the fight's coming to him. The flashbang's good. The timing couldn't be better. Only one found, but then you got twistzz for the wombo combo, leaving everything just onto Freshie, and now we start to see a dominant round out from Liquid. They have all this utility. They can go for all this control.
Oh, the timing.
And Freshie's just going to immediately get shuttered by the Opacadian.
I mean, that's such good positioning as well, right? And Naf throws the flashbang for Yekindar. He gets one, eventually gets traded, but twistzz is right around the corner over in the cubby, slowly but surely crouches his way out, and he finds not one but two more and takes control of the round. So the spacing's good, the positioning is great, and the utility's awesome. So everything is going their way.
These are exactly the kind of things that you want to see out of the development of an early roster, right?
Yes. Yes.
This is the kind of stuff that's really starting to gel with this Liquid team over just these earliest of officials, right? All these online officials. You get reps together on the server. You know the timing of your teammate. You know that Skulls might get run down here, and we might have a round unless, well, twistzz on the scene. Call him the repairman because he's fixing this site leak, anticipated the wider swing, got flashed up, but Naf is there, and if it's not one, it's the other. Maybe, again, more expensive than expected, but it's still a 6-0 for Liquid.
And it doesn't even matter it's expensive because they've got tons of money available to them. That foundation's been built up since it's 6-0 in their favor. And I would say Skull's getting a little over aggressive, being the A anchor and the only player that's been on A over these last few rounds. So he gets punished immediately. The thing is, there's twistzz, finds the insta trade, slows boss down enough for Nap to get activated from Donut. And everything's fine, even though it was costly, which didn't really matter in the end. Nade connects for a little bit of damage onto twistzz. He's going to return the favor with some util of his own. And Boss, well, they only wanted to throw that nade and then attract a ton of attention. But look at this now. Skulls is not on A. There's no one on A, so Boss can walk out for free.
If they do it. If they do it, but they're expecting Skulls to be here, right? Because Skulls has been moved around, because he's been in this piece, they're not anticipating it. Not having seen him, they're expecting some sort of presence, so they want the mid control. Leave the player in A main, and this is exactly what Liquid's gambling on. This is exactly the kind of Cadian call that we grew to know and love on Heroic. Playing with their expectations, playing with the positioning, playing a little bit of positionless Counter-Strike as well, and setting your opponents up to fail on this smoke fade. On the wraparound, he's going to get caught. That was overambitious. That was Liquid trying to gain back ground, but now they've found Skulls. Now they know the A-side anchor is gone. How do they read this? They still want the mid spot, and that could give them a chance at a twistzz fight. Cadian on the line. That was the bomb. That was the bomb, John!
No.
Oh, no! Now they have to chase after it. It's come down to the 2v2. 30 seconds. Time is an issue as well, and it's all going to be up to Freshie. Man, every potential advantage for Boss, but in a moment, it's dashed by the strong op of Cadian. Freshie looking for the C4. Might get a chance at a plant, but how does he possibly read this positioning? They're headed his way. And he will be heard. Yeah, he has to go. It's certainly being heard. twistzz knows he's here. twistzz barely misses him. Knows that he just has to deny this plant. Well, he will concede the bomb plant, John. He won't concede the round.
Yeah, well, I mean, for Boss, they managed to slip a bomb plant in, which means a much better buy-up will come through in terms of utility into this round. But that's 7 for Liquid, already taking this half. Not a single one on the board for Boss, and the most frags they have on any one player is Cynic at 5. No one has a KDR above 1 or even really close to it. This is extremely tough for the Boss squad. And Skulls, for a second time, gets a little too aggressive, makes a mistake there, and Boss can't capitalize on it. The worst thing about that is they went out first with the bomb, and they lost the bomb even though they had the numbers advantage. Brett's going to get one, traded out by Skulls immediately. That's Cryptic who goes down. 4v4, smoke gets tossed by Brett, who's got control of Donut at the very least, so that could push Boss into this A site. Cadian realizes that and immediately pushes in. That's a good flashbang and a better smoke. Boss gaining the space. This is likely a bomb plant.
Should be. Molotov going to slow it down, at least cost Darty some health. This is a huge fight. Freshie's not looking for it. Freshie's not looking for it. Ooh, Yekindar wanted to play the patience. But as it is, that's the first bastion of defense taken away. Now they're trying to fight out, but they know they're under threat. They know they're under siege. Skulls is kicking in the door back to his site. Says, you know what? I'm the anchor here. This is my home, and you can't take it away from me. Cynic doesn't know which way to look. He doesn't know which way to look. The defuse is on, and a Liquid will chain the 8th round in a row together as they look to just completely shut Boss out of Ancient.
I mean, Yeah, what don't they have going for them right now? The coordination on the retake looking extremely strong. Yes, they lose that one player at the beginning when the site is taken, but after that, they just throw Boss into a fit. Like they cannot find out where Liquid is coming from because they are all over the map. And Yekindar on the flank really starts things off again. That A main flank has not been watched by Boss both times they've managed to actually get that plant on the A site. And it's cost them every time. Skulls before that, and then Yekindar this time, who, like you said, he wanted to play that patient game. He wanted to burn some time out and gain some information. They just turn around at him, and he says, okay, well, I'll take the frag anyway. And at that point, everyone else starts to activate on Liquid.
Feels like Liquid just don't stop activating.
No.
Cadian might get activated on in this round. How is he alive?
Yeah.
How is he alive? Too many of those shots hit the bricks, and Cadian's actually able to get a do-over. Oh,
No,
Yekindar,
no.
the spray transfer is disgusting. That's filthy. That is absolutely filthy. And look, even if they gain this space on A, look at how far back the bomb is. Cryptic has to live. He has to recover this C4. He has to link up with his teammates. They're finding all this space. Maybe... Ooh, Yekindar just spotted a player, I believe. Yeah, he saw. I think he got the pixel, the flash on the minimap. So they know. They know they've given this ground. But it's not even a guarantee that Boss will get a bomb plan. Yekindar maybe gets a little overzealous. But it's still a man disadvantage in the post plan with all the information over to the other side. Woke up for CT. Spam on. Oh, good kills coming through. And finally there's an answer. What can Cadian do? The captain of the squad. He finds the first off the nade. They know where he's coming from. Doesn't need to save this AWP. But he's going to. This might actually be about taking guns out of their hands. Conceding the one round, but minimizing what they're able to carry through. Or is he really going to make a go of this? Is he really going to make a try? Cryptic's holding for it.
Perfect.
Shadow gives it away, but Cryptic fires a little early.
No.
Brett's low. Brett's low. But Brett will hang on by the tippy tips of his fingers. Brett keeps them fighting here. Keeps them alive. And Boss will get one round. At least.
Even
Here on Ancient.
When they win the rounds, like it's just so very difficult. Liquid making them fight for every bit of map control that they get. And I mean, Cadian, I thought he had it. I really did. I just with Brett that low, I thought he was just gonna tap him down and get the defusal, but no, denied. And finally, Boss at least cracked the goose egg.
Cynic, I think, may have just had a pixel. Hard to tell with the X-ray there. But it's going to be the beat play. Cadian.
Jeez.
Clipping Cryptic early. Finding his first. The scope's just a little high. Flashbang's good. Trade off the nade. It's getting spicy here. Nike with the rifle. Stays alive. Molotov forces him further into the fray. The rotations for Liquid a little bit tense. Despite all those rounds won in a row, despite winning 8 rounds in a row, the bank's gone after this one if they can't close. Honestly, astonishing. Too many of those rounds got a little close for them. Let's see what they can do. Liquid's going to gamble, and they're gambling wrong. Do you smoke in? Going to hold Yekindar at bay unless he just goes through it. He's going to go through it because, well, I mean, of who he is as a person. And a player, and the kills, the transfer is there. It's all on a freshie now.
Stop it. Okay, there we go. Freshie gets the frag onto
Not getting
him,
the bomb
but
plant.
He's not getting the bomb plant. Yeah,
No.
you're absolutely right.
No way.
Skull's going to finish it off. And, I mean, Yekindar below half health, or at least around it, and he gets 2 with 3 HP left. That should have been a trade for Boss, and it isn't. That's just, I mean, a testament to how good Yekindar is, but also Boss, how much they're struggling here to just get those trades and find those frags that are critical in every single round.
Don't want to take anything away from Yekindar. He is phenomenal right now, right? I mean, the timing, the feel for it, the presence to go through the smoke, to not wait on his team, to take the initiative, to find the fight. The timing just works out beautifully for him.
Yes.
This is massively being played by Liquid. Yes, Boss are clearly absolutely rattled. But we don't want to take anything away from the masterclass we're seeing. Skulls might be under pressure here as the A anchor, though again, they'll just work freshie into position. It's a very limited buy for Boss. There's only 2 rounds left in this half, so they're going to force to try and get both of them. Can understand that. But yekindar taking the initiative. He's traded. He's traded. Now we're going to get this back. All about timing here. Now putting Doherty on notice. No teammates at hand. It's all about this fight, and Nafs won it. So it is the A take. Skulls a little back further.
Oh, nice shot.
Get domed. What a shot from the techie freshie. Finding some form off the Tech 9. Strongest gun in CS2, John. And the bomb's now ticking away. Katie just made a footstep, I believe, here in Temple. Brett's holding this. Brett's not got the killing blow, but that could be it. How does Katie win that fight? How on earth? Surely this doesn't get away from Boss. Surely not, John. Surely not.
I mean, it looks like it might, honestly.
Naf's got the kit.
They know.
Naf's got the kit, but no, the spray down is good. The double swing, the ping pong there from Boss is enough. And now the money is gone for Liquid. So where a second round came, a third may soon follow here for Boss.
Yeah, they haven't gotten 2 in a row yet, though. There was that win from Liquid in between. But the good news, of course, for Boss anyway, is that the money is shot on the Liquid side. It's good news for Liquid is it's the last round, so they can force up and buy whatever they can get. It's not going to be much, but it will at least be a couple of MP9s and a little bit of util, all of it leaning towards Naf and Cadian with yekindar. Out of the remaining 3, having that flashbang. That's all that's left out of that. Yekindar. Throwing the flash towards Ram. Cryptic walking up aggressively. This could be bad for Boss. If they don't clear the corner, they do not. yekindar gets 2 more, and they have to fall back. Naf's just trying to survive and jump around this Molotov, and he does. But that is very bad news. Freshie does manage to bring one back, and there's Cynic calming things down.
Cadian's on the angle, though. Cadian's on the angle with this MP9. The flashbang's there. Cadian. Oh, he's got the kill.
Dude.
Taking advantage of CS2's mechanics. Maybe a little frisky on the reload. Yeah. So it's just dualies and a 5-7. Dualies and a 5-7. A dink on for the first. Skulls, we've seen him hit some crazy clips with a 5-7. And he's going to have an AK. He's going to have an AK. Never mind. The gun's no longer a concern in the slightest. 17 bullets in this. But on the smoke fade, he's looking one way. The shot's coming from the other. And Boss do, in fact, secure a third round to send us to the halftime break. And we are in for what could be a very quick half here, John. A dominant first half from Liquid, but Boss do find a little bit of spice at the end. 3 of the last 4 rounds, and they give themselves a fighting chance here from what could have been just an absolute blowout.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's good to see them get those last 2 rounds, even though, again, Liquid made them fight tooth and nail just to find them. Even at the end with, I mean, Liquid literally fighting with sticks and stones at some point, were able to make life difficult for Boss. But here we go into the pistol round. Boss, Cynic, he got the information, but the thing is, they're going to get surrounded very quickly. Support needs to come in, and it is. Darty's there over towards Long B. They charge down Ramp to try and gain some space. In the meantime, well, Cynic does manage to double back and get all 3 frags. Darty finds Nap, and here we go. Boss looking their usual selves now in the pistol round, looking to take their 3rd of the 4 we've played here so far.
There we go. But let's see if the captain, the main character himself, can find a little plot armor here. 3 targets to find. 12 bullets in the Glock. His first test, Cynic. Who's going to get blindsided? Caught off on the timing. The dualies could be picked up here if Kaden wanted them. But he's going to stick with his trusty sidearm. He's going to work with what he's got. Expecting a response, but it's one that won't come. And he's going to put enough time in this that they have to think about whether it's cave or not. But there's the confirmation. There's the spot, and the shot won't come. Brett pulls them out of the fire on that one.
Oof. All right. Yeah, Brett at least managing to get things done there for Boss. They do get their 4th here on the pistol. So it's only a 5-round lead for Liquid. And, I mean, another good note for Boss is they won 3 in a row now, looking to make it 4. So this would be quite a recovery from them if they're able to pull off this next one. And, of course, Liquid not getting the bomb plant means that things should heavily favor Boss, with only $100 combined being spent by Liquid. And those are just on decoys.
Ooh. Ooh. Already cycling. Scroll wheel. Scroll wheel switching, man. He's not sure what to fight with. Please tell me he doesn't scroll wheel switch. Darty, if you're listening back to this and you scroll wheel, don't. Be better. Be better. Here comes the swing. Not going to work out too well for Liquid initially. Now Darty with his trusty unicorn at his side. He's coming hunting. And he's finding his prey. So not expecting much out of this round for Liquid with just the Glocks. But they are taking their time with it. Skulls has lost a bomb. Not really seeing the idea here. They might catch the sword room player. Cadian with the activation. There is a dink. It's just a Glock, so it doesn't do much. And NAF will at least add a blemish to the permanent record of Boss. But I think they're still going to get a strong performance review for this one, as Boss seems set to find a 5th.
And there it is. Cryptic gets the last, and that is a 4th in a row found for this Boss squad. 4 rounds separate these 2 squads as well, but here come the rifles, and this is where Boss have, well, struggled on pretty much every single map we've played so far, except, well, we've only played 2, but it's just those last couple that we saw at the end of the first half, and only, I think, one of those was actually a rifle buyout coming through from Liquid. Alrighty, Boss. MP9's available, 3 of them in fact, an M4 and an A1S. So not going to be the easiest time on the defense against those AKs, and even tougher because Liquid's leaning into the very weak site.
I can understand wanting to go for gamble stack here, but they have chosen wrong. Freshie's about to have the world on his shoulders. Molotov needs to go out. Do they have a smoke for it? No, it'll stymie them. The rotation maybe can come through. Smoke was a little late. Kill is going to be there, though, for twistzz. He's got it in time.
Oh, nice
the Nature's chase. Good trade on it. Still, they can't deny the bomb plant, and yekindar locking them out of mid as well. Means that this is a very tough retake to make work.
And do you even go for this, right? Because the money is not exactly stabilized yet on the CT side.
Do they have no kits?
Isn't insurmountable. They have no kits.
There has to be one down on site, right?
I think so.
Because if there was one back in B main, presumably Brett would have already retrieved it. Well, they're not going to go for this because of the kits and the lack of bodies and all of the aforementioned issues, which means that Liquid is going to have double digits on. Which means that this next round, with this save, Boss can get a decent investment out of it. But this next round is going to take on massive importance for Boss. This is going to be their survival in the upper bracket of this qualifier on the line. And a reminder, I don't think we actually mentioned it yet, only one team of these 4 goes through.
Yep.
So yes, it's double elim, but that is a long road to make the run back from the lower bracket.
It's going to be a difficult task once you get there, no question. But Boss no strangers to lower bracket, right? They've done it before. Maybe they can do it again, now, assuming they get there, because they could still come out and push this to a map number 3. We'll see. Boss coming into this one. It's, looking for a 6th round. Liquid again, finding double digits far before Boss are even close to it. Brett's going to work around the edge of the smoke, hoping to catch the Liquid players off guard, and he might. twistzz, almost out. No, twistzz was not through the smoke. I think Brett might have caught a leg or something. He realized someone was there, but unable to connect with many shots at all.
No, just a little souvenir for twistzz. 15 damage. Little bullet lodged in his calf.
Yeah.
It's just like buckshot, man. It's like buckshot. Barely hurts. More like birdshot, actually. Buckshot would hurt a lot.
Yeah, buckshot would be very painful, I was going to say.
Birdshot, man. It's birdshot.
Yeah.
Just a BB in there. Mid has been completely given over by Boss.
Yeah.
And Liquid are very happy. Roll out the red carpet. Okay, but there is resistance in Donut. Problem is, MP9 on the first phase. Brett burning up. Freshie burns his smoke. Meanwhile, they lose a player here towards B. So they know they've held some presence in Donut. They may have distracted on the focus. Now they've really got their choices in sight. Yekindar's kill sets up the first. Oh, Freshie just gave up the shadow. They know he's here.
Jeez.
They know he's here. Shadow advantage just too much to bear. This bomb's going down. Boss have to save these 2 guns. And look at the positioning already. Liquid are tightening the net. They're looking for the hunt. They're looking to slam the door shut right on Boss's fingers. And I don't know if you've ever had a door slam on your fingers, but it does not feel good. First kill found. Needed to have that. No chance at this retake, but can they keep the bodies alive? Cynic is fighting for it. I'm starting to think about getting closer. Skulls will eliminate him, and Naf finds the last, so the hunt is rewarded. And Liquid, well, now it might just be easy street to seal the dub on this series win.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, every single round has been tough for Boss, but that one was quite decisive in the favor of Liquid. I mean, they lost that opening duel, that one frag that Liquid finds into cave. Just that's the one that leads Boss throws him into a complete loop, and then they try to take that fight from Donut a little too early. Yes, they have the smoke for the Molotov, but afterwards Liquid is able to clean both players out. Yekindar walking in. Okay, hold on. Cryptic gets 2. They kind of line up for him, and they've got some upgrades as well. Darty's going to continue to put pressure on. Nap hopes to get 2, and he does. Then twistzz finds the 3rd. You've got to be kidding me. Right when Boss looked like they were going to threaten, even though it's just an eco round for them, Liquid has the answer. Okay. Cynic's gonna get 2. Nap and twistzz gone. He's got the AK, and now hold the phone. A 1v1. Skulls doesn't have the bomb either, but Cynic doesn't know that he's in control of it because it was dropped beyond the double doors. This is a wild one, Mike.
This could be wild. Cynic's in the right spot at the right time. Could have it. Cynic's got it.
Oh,
no! Skulls just gets the shot off. Liquid find map point. It was a round they never should have been close. Never should have been contentious, John. Whew. But somehow it was. And somehow, some way, Liquid still prevailed.
Wow. I mean, the fact that Cynic just swings around and gets 2 with the USP in the situation, and I mean, Liquid getting caught with utility in their hands. It's the one time where Liquid look shakier than we've seen them in every other round, but Boss still can't get it at the end. Cynic had the advantage. He held the right angle, but couldn't hit the final shot. Freshie going out aggressively into A main, does manage to get one before falling back. So Yekindar's down. The thing is, the B site is lost. twistzz gets 2 beauties.
Whew. Golly, the aim is impeccable. Cynic and Freshie, a wounded Freshie, but a battling Cynic who found some momentum, some juice off that USP round. They're giving themselves a chance at least. The bomb, though, look at this. Oh, no. They're being led around by their nose. The bomb's on the other side of the map now. Could have put it to bed there. Won't be able to do so, so it comes down to the 2v2. Skull's going to get the A plant. twistzz is in towards mid. There's no way they're going to expect him in this cubby. There's just no way. Cynic thought about clearing it. He's not going to have it. Freshie's left. The healthy player gone just onto Freshie. The walking wounded. Skulls just needs 1 bullet to put this one to bed. How does he want to play it? How does he want to approach it? He's going around the world. Worried that Freshie could have doubled back, but the thing is there's no kit. Freshie has to get on this bomb now, and he's got no smoke. He's got no chances. He's got no hope. There's the tap. There's the spot. There's the shot for Skulls. And he will put this one to bed. Liquid dominant in their opening match of the IEM Chengdu closed qualifier here in North America. Absolutely spanking Boss and sending them out of the server.
Yeah, I mean, there were some flashes there for Boss, right? I mean, Cynic's play the most recent one where they were able to try.